嘣嘣嘣嘣嘣嘣嘣嘣嘣嘣！大家好，我是魏希英教授。Hahanawashte, this is Victor Singing Eagle again with another short video about English Composition 1. So this is technically meeting 2, but whatever the case, we're going to get stuff done. We're going to get all caught up for this class. So I'm going to post this on YouTube. I've already tried a Zoom, and I don't know if it went through or not, but I'll show you what I did here. Let's see. We want to go here, back to student learning. So I put up a Zoom meeting. Now, Zoom classroom, blah, 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 blah. So anyhow, eventually I'll get it working right. It took us all afternoon to get Zoom to work right. And I had to talk to the tech guy across the way, Sonny. He couldn't get it to work, and then he had to do some waving of magic wands, and he got it to work. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Let's say hello again. This is Victor Singing Eagle with English Composition 1. And today, I'm going to introduce you a little bit to some habits of writing. And we'll talk about it very, very shortly because I don't want to go too long and make the video too long to upload to YouTube. So here we go. First things first. What am I going to bother you with? I have here in my hot little hand something called The Art of Writing English by a fella named Rollo Walter Brown. This was written in 1913, more than 100 years ago. You'll never guess what these people identify as the #1 problem that employers complained about back in 1913 about young folks these days being whippersnappers. #1 complaint: poor communication skills. This is reading, writing, listening, and speaking. They couldn't do it back then, and even today. This weird book written by some crazy Indian named Victor Singing Eagle pretty much identifies the same exact problem. Poor communication skills 100 years later. This was published in 2013. It's not required, but I put it in a library in case you're interested. Now, one thing I like to do to break through that problem is something I call journals, or daily journal entries, otherwise known as DJEs. This is something I want students to start getting busy on as soon as possible. And later I'll figure out some way to upload it, a place where you can upload your journals electronically to e-learning. But for the meantime, we got to talk about this as quickly as possible. So I have a 5-day journal plan. Keep in mind that when you write journals, you're supposed to do something called free writing. Free writing is not like regular writing because people dislike writing so much because teachers have always taught students, you got to worry about grammar and punctuation and spelling, and you have to write in proper paragraphs, and it's really irritating. What we are supposed to do as writers in free writing is we are writing whatever pops into your head, and you don't worry about grammar, punctuation, and spelling. Matter of fact, don't hit that backspace button when you type. You're just supposed to let your fingers go. Imagine you're in a word race or you're in a typing competition, whatever pops into your head. So let's look at the daily journal entries really fast. I can see somebody back there laughing at me. Monday is a response to a reading, whatever it is. And it's your choice what you want to read. So if you like, I don't know, relationship between the sexes, and you're worried about why is it that women like to, or men, they like to friend zone each other. And you read an article in Psychology Today, how to deal with being in the friend zone. And you read the article and you say, okay, and I'm going to do a quick 10-minute writing. You're supposed to time yourself. 10 minutes of writing, and you get your fingers tickety-tackety, tickety-tap, and you type as fast as possible, and then you save it. And you get credit for it. Yes, believe it or not. And I'm not going to judge you as the teacher about your grammar, punctuation, and spelling. All I want to see is, #1, did you do it? Number two, did you put a little thought into it? I don't care about the grammar, punctuation, and spelling right now. We'll deal with that later. Just the main idea is to get the thoughts on the paper. Tuesday, my opinion on a topic. Could be any topic you want. War in Afghanistan, war in Ukraine, war in Israel, whatever it is. Could be you don't know the weather, or this crazy idea of changing the times, get rid of daylight savings time. Whatever it is you want to write about it. About 10 minutes is good enough. Wednesday, write a story. That's creative. Be creative. Just write any old story. Me, I like to tell Indian stories, and I get crazy with them sometimes. Thursday or Friday is the writer's choice. This is pretty much write whatever you feel like writing. You could write a poem, write a letter to mom. Did I already talk about writing letters? That's Wednesday. Let me back up. Let's recap. Monday, response to a reading. Tuesday, my opinion on a topic. Wednesday, write a letter. There we go. Thursday, write a story. And Friday, writer's choice. By the way, the Wednesday one, write a letter, that could be to anybody. Grandma, Senator John Thune, the president, CEO of Tesla, whatever that fellow's name is, something Musk, I don't remember. Whatever you want. And again, it's a free write exercise, and you get credit for just doing it. Once in a while, I'll give you something called a DJE. I'm going to show you up on our board for a second. DJE means, or SJE, I should really call it. SJE is a special journal entry. This is for extra credit. Extra credit could be like this one, Yeha Noha. You see I posted it here, and I got a couple of videos, and then you can click on add a new discussion topic, and it looks like Graceline Renville has already done it. Good job. I got to get on this and read it. Right on. So she wrote a response. So somebody's actually doing the extra credit. Let's go back to this class. Back. Boop. Now let's imagine that I'm going to post this, which I'm actually going to do. This is coming soon. I'm going to show you how it works. Usually this is done with a, what do you want to call it? A writing stimulus. A writing stimulus is usually when a teacher gives you a video or an audio recording or even reads something out loud in the class, a couple of minutes long, and then says, stop! And I stop, I sit down, and then the students immediately start writing. About 10 minutes long. So let's show you how it works. So here we got a video that's called How It Feels to Be a Guy by Ray William Johnson. And hopefully I can get it to work. Let's make it bigger. Let's click play. Sound, please.
I got a possible 419 down here. Of course I did. Sir, I have a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend. Oh, how is that even possible? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not going
Great, William Johnson. Ha! Okay, I don't want to hear his explanation, so I'm going to close this off. Stop! I don't want to hear it. Now, as soon as I hit the stop button, let's get rid of Zoom. I don't feel like dealing with that right now. We want to look at this. So here is my own dumb little quick, that wasn't even 10 minutes worth of free writing, but what I did was you could see that I wrote use a Times New Roman 12 point, did this, all that gobbledygook, and I've got a nice little title there. And I just typed in whatever popped in my head, and you see I've got all kinds of typo errors, I can't even say the word, typographical errors. There we go, I can speak. This was a ridiculous video that kind of reminds me of my days back in college. I remember how girls used to brush me off by saying I have a boyfriend, and it always made me feel rather lousy. Why? Because a lot of times I knew that they were lying. They just wanted to brush me off or send me away, allegedly without hurting my feelings. And again, lots and lots of errors. That's okay. I'm just responding to the video, about 10 minutes worth of writing, and that's extra credit. Got it? Okay, good. Now, rather than me torture you any much longer, let's just do a quick review. Special journal entries are the ones I post. Sometimes I call them SJEs. Daily journal entries, which I call DJEs, are the Monday response to a reading. Tuesday, my opinion on a topic. Wednesday, write a letter. Thursday, write a story. And Friday, writer's choice. Again, about 10 minutes will do it. Save those because I will collect them eventually, whether posting it on e-learning or if you have to give it to me hand to hand or email it to me, however it works. You know how computers screw things up. So we'll take it from there, and thank you so much for being so kind and patient. You guys have an awesome day, and we'll talk next time. Bye!